I went a minute earlier just because, and I will wait to see who shows up into the chat. If anybody does. Because I just sent the notifications out probably about 45 minutes ago. We are experiencing a beautiful day here. It's cool on the cooler side. It started out in the 60s, not in the 60s, sorry, it's in the 40s, 46 degrees. So cool. Made you kind of want to put your heat on. And we didn't get up anything past 70. And that was like way later in the day. And that was with a consistent breeze. So fall is on the way. I'm going to wait to see who shows up in the chat. What are the temperatures like your way? I'm curious. I know some of you did report to me that you had received rain. So all your rain rituals, we received rain, a nice heavy rain. So that was quite nice. I decided to come out and do this evening because, as promised, I said I would keep you updated. When I knew more, that I would share it with you. So I'm just going to, first of all, introduce myself. My name is Hilda. I am Nova Scotia's Organic to the Land Stories. And I have been, in case you are just popping in, I have been actually sharing with folks about the fires that are going on in my area. In fact, the Dalhousie Road fire, it is in my area. It is on the opposite end of me. However, folk have had to evacuate, and I have been coming to keep people updated on what's going on. Hello, Sabrina. How are you, my dear? Hopefully your day is a good day. I just started talking because, I was just given an update, and I will go back and say that, as I said, I was going to come and give an update on the local fire in my area, and just let folk know. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not going to lie. I laid down, baby girl, and had me a nap today. And, well, actually, I had my cleaning job that I went out and I did. And after I did that, I was like, no good. I had to lay down, and I did end up having a visit today from one of the community members that are in the risky zone, and they of the fire, and they are taking precautionary measures and started moving some of their stuff out of the area, and some had to actually move. So she came, my friend from that area came and gave me an update today. So I wanted to come and share what it is that I do know, because I didn't know much, and I still can't really tell you much in terms of I'm just going to give you what it is that I do know. Okay. So basically, um, there is an estimated over 100 people that have had to evacuate their homes, that are in the fire zone and are displaced. And however, there, as I said, the local community center is opened up. She did tell me that there was the Salvation Army that was helping. Um, and other than that, that is what's going on with that in terms of their personal situation. That community of them, which is close to the fire enough that you know what, they're taking that precautionary measure and have moved uh, either away from where they're living or have had to move their animals, and that just so that if it does come, they are not having to do that in the time of an emergency. So, and with having said that, they are living in a state of mind of where you just don't know, because the fire is still raging, the wind is still going here, and it has seemed that the fire itself has taken and gone the opposite way. So now folk that are on the opposite end are becoming more at risk. And in terms of the acreage that has been lost at this particular point, it is well over that. At my last count, it was over 1,100 hectares. Now it's something like, I don't know, 3,000 hectares. So, you know, it's as I said, it's growing. They did bring tankers in, bigger tanker planes, because the planes that they did have, they had two planes that they had to keep filling up. And of course, during that, the blaze kept going. So these tankers are, I guess, are bigger, and so now they're working with the four tankers to try and get this blaze underway. Um, as I said, everything is still ongoing. People are displaced. Um, in terms of my friends, personal, they're just doing a day by day. But that community has come together for one another in uh, what one can do for the other. They're doing that. So this is something that I think is even in terms of a crisis, it's a beautiful thing, and it's something that you know we are all eventually going to have to look at some particular point. I do believe. Hi, Hilda, sending love. Hello, Revneet. Hello, 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 Fatima. Hello, hello. So we have 10 in the chat, and I don't see who they are, however. Anyways, um, that is what I know. Um, concerning to me is the breeze that we got going on here, with that fire still going on in existence. And I don't know. I don't know. That is the I will say this. I will say this, that you know what, for all of you who have been doing your rain rituals, been doing your rituals and speaking to the water and speaking to the earth, it has been working, because folk have been telling me from different areas that they have received rain. But I want you to know that I received rain here. I have been doing my rituals, and we did receive a good dumping of rain. But it was not enough. It was not enough, because when you have that much, there's burning coals underneath that much blaze. It would be like an inferno and then underneath that inferno, nothing but ashes, even if you did get it down. So, and there's always wind, as I said here. So easy to start again if they did even get it down. So, even with that rain that we did have here, where I'm going to keep calling on the rain. Um, you keep calling on the rain. I want you to know that your love and your support is deeply, deeply appreciated. Um, yeah, that's basically what I have at this time. So I just want to take a moment just to see how everybody else is doing. How has your day been? As you can see, I'm here in a sweater. It's like chilly. How's your day been, gals? Sabrina, uh, Ravneet, and I can't see who else. Oh, and yes, in Fatima. I don't know why I can't see who everybody, but maybe some people just, what, watch. And that's okay too. You are appreciated. But I want to thank you for getting the a message out there. Ravneet, I saw your post. It is important. Keep sharing this because um, in raising the awareness to what's going on, because what I have found is still there is an existent complacency. I don't know whether that's cognitive, just it is cognitive dissonance. It is definitely cognitive dissonance. And the alert that I feel should be in place, which is more, one would be acting more in a proactive state. Some are, as I said, but more, that's not even proactive. That is in the aftermath. We have those that are, but for those of us, I think that we need to be thinking about some proactive measures right now. And that's where I'm at for what I'm doing. I'm trying to gather folk who have not necessarily been affected, are at risk, and let's do something. Let's what can we do? What can we put into place if this becomes in our area more, just as the folk in Parrot in West Dalhousie are doing right now. We need to we need to be thinking about that, which takes me right back to community and how well connected are you to your community, and how often do you engage with your community, because these are big questions right now on the table. And if you don't have uh, much interaction with your community in the event of disasters, major emergencies, you one is may find themselves at a loss. You don't even know what's going on in your community. So there's a need, I think, for us to raise our awareness to that, and make some changes. So this is my way of starting to help to create the change. My day is fine. That's good. Good, good. I'm glad that you had a good day, Fatima. Being been a long day. It's beautiful here. It's beautiful here too. It's beautiful here too. Even though the temperatures are on the cooler, the sun is shining. The plants are appreciating the fact that, what, they're not getting burnt. And I was able to not have to water because, as I said, we got in rain, like, previous the night before. So um no, things are, or it wasn't the night before, there was the night before last that we had gotten rain. But anyways, yeah, yeah, that's a beautiful thing. And I have not seen or smelled smoke. So I'm assuming that's because of the wind shifting opposite to me. So it's not coming at me. And I'm just going to send healing to all the folk that are involved in this right now. And that is from the workers who, to my understanding, the firemen have been shift work, shift work. And, and then that's not counting the community members who have come out and given their support to help with providing meals and opened up their homes to folk. Um, it is beautiful to see the human spirit, you know, being raised in that way. It's beautiful, especially during times of, when um, separation is so bred. So, it's unfortunate that it takes that to bring that. However, beautiful to see it. And, you know, um, I think it's important that, might I say, you look succulent today. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm not sure how to Rexelix. Rexelix. I don't think I said that right, but welcome. Welcome. I wasn't trying to be succulent today, but succulent it is. We'll take succulent because I'm feeling like, you know what? I just woke up from a nap, and that is the truth. So if I look succulent from coming from a nap, I'll take succulent. Thank you. And you just joining, I was just giving an update on the Dalhousie fire. That is the fire that is been raging in my area, and just talking about folk having to evacuate their area. And that's another thing I didn't say, is that those folk that are taking the precautionary measures, there is another evacuation coming. That's one thing I didn't say. So, yeah, there's another evacuation coming. So, it is still raging. And I was not, I didn't get any solid information on, in terms of where folk could either donate some, because I'm sure that there's going to be a need to donate, and that's what I'm looking for. But I do not want to create something, because if there is something that is already in place, because some of these folk do not have house insurance. They don't have house insurance. So when they walked away, they were walking away. And a lot of people do not have house insurance because it has priced itself to a place. Just think about that. That's where we're at today. Anyways, uh, please share this, continue to share it, continue to raise the awareness, because I do not think that these fires are going to stop. They're not going to stop until, you know what, if we keep speaking about it and we keep talking and raising the awareness, it brings the light on what's being done so they cannot do it so easily. Anyways, I am not going to stay out here. I am going to actually get off, and I just wanted to bring the awareness to everyone of what was going on, give you an update. It's promised. I will come back with when I know more. And like I said, knowing more, knowing what I know now, of the degree of devastation that is going on, I definitely know that there will be a need for, uh, this is going to be ongoing. So I don't know. I'm going to find out where one can donate. And um, let's do this, family. Let's do this. Um, in saying that, I will leave you this evening standing in your power, knowing who you are. In these days, keeping your head on a swivel. Keep your head on a swivel. Do not believe everything that is told to you. Don't just assume anything. Don't just assume anything. It is not the time. Remember, and I will say this, we are at war, whether you want to believe it or not. These are acts of war. So I'm going to leave you with that thought process, knowing you know who you are, 10 toes down, sending you peace, love, healing, healing, and good vibrations. Make a great evening. Bye.